Hello, hello, everybody. Good morning. Can everybody hear me okay? Just want to get that out of the way first because I know that was a problem last time. Love the thumbnail. Thank you, Christina. I made it myself. Hey, Krista. I see you're back there. I'll bring you up 1 second. Good morning. Ro, how are you? Nice seeing you. Everybody could just hit that like button on your way in. Put your touch DNA on it for me if you can. Psst, psst. Hey, you want to come out here. Go relax. Don't meow me. Hey, Donna. Hey, I've only been gone for like, what, 2 days? Spicy, what's going on? I have an orange cat, and she's crazy. What's up, Gilly? How are you? Caroline, good morning. Gemini, what's going on? All right. What's up, Krista? The most ticked off person I think I've talked to about this case.
Fucking been holding this shit in for like a week.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you feeling?
Good. My stomach was screwed yesterday. I really wanted to go live yesterday, but I ate a bad what's it called, shrimp tempura roll, and I was out like I didn't want to deal with anybody or anything.
I was fucking texting you all day.
Hey, Canadian. Hey, did everybody not get notified of my last live or something? Because people keep saying like welcome back, but I went.
I literally forgot that you went live the other day. I forgot we were live.
I was gonna say I went live like a couple days ago, guys. Jeez, forget about me that fast.
They actually missed you. I was getting all kinds of messages. Where's Willie?
I'm just kidding. Thank you. So I miss everybody. Like,
yep.
It's just I had to yell at YouTube to try to get to somebody in order to get the ball rolling to try to get my funds because they've been holding my funds hostage. I'm like, what the hell? Like, people have been donating, for the like. I literally wrote them a whole thing about how like I'm trying to invest the money back into my YouTube channel so you guys can make more money off me. Like, what are you guys doing?
I know.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to build my channel here, and you guys are trying to hold me back. It doesn't make sense.
I know.
And then obviously I got busy with Leah and StreamYard. I had to upgrade to the, huh?
How's basketball? She like it?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Good.
She's, like I said, she's taller than like every other kid in her grade that's a girl, so it's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know where she gets it from because I'm only like 6 foot, maybe pushing 6'1" on a good day, but she's like almost taller than my grandmother already. She's 8.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So just so everybody knows what's going on, Tiggle, what's going on, baby? Just so everybody knows what's going on before we bring up the documents, which it's right on it should be right on the site there, Krista.
I got
the judge has ruled in favor to redact the crime scene photos.
I can't wait.
And you can't wait for what?
To see them unredacted.
Let me
Go ahead, sorry.
Let me clear my throat and say what I say. Hold on 1 second. The judge has made a decision to redact the crime scene photos. Redact, not redact. Redact. No. He ruled in favor of the Chapin family.
I thought that Megan Marshall.
He ruled in favor of the Chapin family.
What? What am I missing?
That's the whole fucking premise of the live here.
I thought. Then what the fuck was that with Megan Marshall?
What do you mean? What was the whole thing? That wasn't the whole thing. And let me tell you something. Okay, listen. Do you trust Hippler at all, Christina? Because he was Mr. I don't want anything redacted. Then all of a sudden, this and this is getting redacted. And let me just say this, and this is no offense to the families. because they weren't the ones that put on the argument. That was a piss poor argument that was put on by the lawyers during that hearing. So the fact, and I knew she was gonna fucking go with it because she's the one that signed off on the bullshit warrant. So now we'll never actually know what went down because they're gonna have they're gonna put a black box on the whole fucking area where you know.
I don't think so, babe. I don't think so. I think it's just
That's
their body.
what was just ruled on. What are you talking about?
I was watching Lana this morning.
Okay, you're right.
Listen, no, I'm telling you, I think it's just their bodies. I think we're able to see everything else, like the room and like
everything else. What? That's the premise of it. They wanted all. They that was the whole thing. The blood is part of the body. That was the whole argument.
I'm like,
you don't listen to me when I talk. So why do I even tell you anything?
Because I was. No,
exactly. Because I'm not gonna say.
No, I was watching.
I'll tell you later. Because they're from Jersey.
I don't understand. Like I thought.
Yeah, it's Jay-Z.
I'm so fucking mad right now. Now I understand.
That's my whole thing, Gemini. You know, everybody called us pro burgers and this, that. We're just pro fucking truth. God forbid we want to know the truth, right?
Right.
And like, you know, if anybody else has any comments on this before we bring it up, let me just drop the link quick because anyone wants to come up. Yeah, I'm gonna go over and pin it. So if you can just say hi to.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see chat, but what's up, Sandra?
Yeah, Chad. Hey, Chad.
I'm so too, John. This is bullshit. I was gonna go live later, or I even texted like Krista, and I was speaking to Annie this morning. You know, I was gonna do like a thing where I posted and I did like a live tomorrow night, maybe have like some trivia or something like that. And then I saw this, and I was like, oh hell no, because now this is more truth being covered up. So if you actually care about this case, this should anger you no matter which side of the rope you're on, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because now they're going to redact, I'm telling you, they're going to redact. Oh. Annie.
Yeah, what am I bringing up? The link, right, to all the documents?
Granted in part. It's Hippler. Hippler's sick.
Thank you, Annie. I'm so confused.
Hippler literally like made up his own narrative on how this crime went down. I'll never forget that.
I know.
You know,
somebody you're a conspiracy theorist because you knew the truth.
And let me ask you this: Well, that's why I want to bring. Well, that's why I want to bring up the paperwork, Christina. Do is it in the back here or no? Do you have the link?
No, I'm trying to find it. I had it before that.
It's good. It should be on the.
I know the site. What's the site again?
I'm gonna go pin this real quick because I forgot.
All right, yeah, go ahead. Okay. Not Hippler. I'm so confused.
Fuck Hippler.
I know. Where's this link? I forget who sent it to me. Wait, who sent it to me? Actually, I think. Annie, are you coming up? Hey,
she's doing something.
Oh, okay. Hey, Jamie. And hello, everyone. I don't know if I said hi yet. Where is it? Oh. Jason's are disgusting. I know. I can't believe they say twins and not triplets. Like, I'm still disturbed by the crime scene when they walked up the twins. Now I'm calling them the twins. I just don't see any reaction out of anybody. And I don't know if it's because everybody's in shock or they didn't know. But
come on, guys. We got 450 people in here and 30 likes? We got to get the likes up. Come on.
Oh, my God. There's a lot of people here.
That's crazy. That's a sad viewer to like ratio.
It'll change.
No, listen.
It changes.
Can you let me address?
Sorry.
For fuck's sake, pineapple or fucking cantaloupe, whatever the hell you said.
I missed you. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
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 I'll just mute myself.
Yeah, okay.
I did. I didn't even talk about this without you.
Now it's 25.
There you go. Idaho forehead.
Sandra. I'm in hot. Take old. Thank you. I know people just forget to hit it when they come in, but what do you want, kitty cat? I mean, you run my life. Seriously. Go inside. She can ask to come back out. She's like, go ahead. Go. Now you don't want to go? You gonna mess with me?
Yeah, see, he doesn't just yell at me, yells at the cat too.
Cats just, I'm telling you, cats do things just to test you to see if, you're still their bitch. And if you, and you don't know what I'm talking about unless you have a cat. And if you do have a cat, then you definitely know what I'm talking about.
I have 8 of them. So
Which I love cats because that's boss shit,
I know. And guess what? Cats won't tell the cops where your drugs are.
Here comes Andy to tell me I'm wrong about everything I said.
Thank you, Andy.
Which I love. Andy!
What up?
What Gemini? Hold on one second. Wait, like recently, Gemini? What do you mean you lost your cat? Like, what do you mean? Okay. Cats are mean depending on how they're raised, just like everything else in the whole world. I've seen alligators that are nice, so I want to hear that.
Cats see their energy before they see your body.
Oh my God, Gemini!
No.
Did she Did she or he run away or something? See, I thought cats usually come back because they remember where their food is.
I think they mean lost, as in their cat passed away.
Oh.
Oh my God! I'm so sorry, Gemini.
Hi, Annie.
How old?
She did die. Gemini, that sucks. Oh my God, not your kitty. I can't. I gotta go. That's crazy.
The wrong people. You're telling the wrong people here. We're we'll have a whole cry fest.
Now I gotta go home and hug my cat.
Hey, Teresa. Yeah, I know, right? I'm about to let my cat back outside.
No.
Not so bad for yelling at her. Well, I really didn't yell. How old is she, Gemini? What was her name? Let me know whenever that's back there, Krista.
I'm trying to find it. It's still.
Isn't it on the Idaho site?
I don't know. What's the website?
No, it's going to be on the Latah County Courthouse.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Thank you, Annie.
Thank you.
District court where Megan Marshall's out of.
So what's up? You're saying partially, but we know Hippler. So what kind of?
Okay, but the problem is, honey, it's Megan Marshall only ordered the motion in part.
Is a pig.
Part.
Yeah.
Okay, in part. From what I understand, because I haven't read it yet, I have not read the whole thing. I have been very, very busy. However, it is my understanding all that is going to be redacted is the body. That's it. Everything else we're going to get to see is my understanding.
Yeah, but I'm saying as far as I mean, I guess when it comes down to it, if you think about it, the fact that most of the blood trails and all that was cleaned up, we really don't. I mean, just seeing the rooms, we're really not going to have a sense on how this crime went down 100% anyway. So, but at least we'll know where their bodies were located in the rooms. I guess that's a positive. Which again, I don't want to see. What I was thinking in my head is a redactment of the whole, room and shit, and not even knowing.
They're redacting the blood specifically because blood doesn't lie, even when the people do. And they know that there are many of us out here that are going to look at specific blood spatter and patterns, and they don't want that. They don't want people scrutinizing the actual red fluid and where it is and the pooling and things like that, because it's contradictory to the story that they're giving, in my opinion.
Gotcha. Which makes total sense because, like you said, blood spatter tells, and blood trails and all that kind of stuff, and I'm assuming that's why it was all cleaned up, because now we know that that blue shit that's running down on the wall in what is that, the living room or family room, whatever that is blood spatter. So somebody was shot in the living room.
Well, not all of it. No, that's not what it's showing at all. That's not what it's showing at all. And this is why when I did my live on Amido Black, I specifically showed a video of what Amido Black looks like.
It was
when
literally
it's being
black,
applied.
bro. You had light blue
What I'm
streaks
trying to tell you, bro, is that the photos that we got were not after rinsing. The photos that we got of the Amido Black were literally like that second step. Is when they spray the Amido Black. That's second step. There's still a third step. You have your first step, you spray the Amido Black. Second step is the fixative. Third step is the rinsing. The photos that we're getting are not including the actual rinsing. So all of that blue shit that you're seeing dripping down walls, that's not blood.
What about the black shit?
That's Amido Black.
What about the black shit? That literally the dude shows us when it combines with the blood, it turns black. So it's still
I
blood.
understand that. But in the photos, it is without the, if we don't have a photo of the actual rinse, the third step, it's a lot harder to discern.
Oh my God. Okay.
Trust me, dude, I've been through all the photos myself, and I'm having a hard time discerning exactly what parts, because we don't have the... What?
Why is that area sprayed? Out of all the fucking areas on that wall next to that couch there above the backpack, why is that area sprayed? Just for the, for shits and giggles?
It's not, because it's not behind the couch.
I'm asking you a question.
The angle of the photo, it's not behind the couch.
It looks
like the photo that you're seeing where it's on the wall with the backpack is what's above the handrail. It's the wall above the handrail.
Okay, so that's not out in the family room.
It is in the living room, but it is the living room wall right as you get to the top of the steps.
Gotcha.
Second floor.
All I'm saying is we were told that this was secluded to 2 rooms. That's all.
Well, they're trying to say the crime's right.
But that's what I'm saying. If it wasn't secluded to 2 rooms, then who the fuck cares? Then just tell the truth. I want to know why the whole cover-up of just the facts. There has to be some kind of reasoning behind it, and that's why I'm pissed off that they're redacting any of it, because it's just more and more and more redacted. Like you told me, the defense comes out and they want shit redacted. Like, come on.
Well, they just keep filing their shit under seal. So.
Yeah. What does that mean? They're just...
So, like this second batch of documents, right? Their response to the judge of what they want. They don't care if it's unredacted or what they want redacted. They filed their response completely under seal. The state didn't. So that's the only reason we even know this second batch of documents, how the state is responding, what they think should be sealed, what they think shouldn't, what they think should be redacted. We have no idea what the defense is asking for because they filed it under seal.
Jesus mighty.
I think I have the wrong thing.
Like, I know, it is what it is. Me and you have talked about this before. It is what it is. I think most people know how I feel about it. He said he did it. Great. He said he did it. That motherfucker knows there's at minimum 3 other dudes that were with him, and he needs to cough it up. And if he isn't going to cough it up, then it's the state's job to figure out what 3 men were bleeding in this fucking crime scene that they didn't bother to figure out whose blood that is.
But then my question to you is, if that was even a thought on their mind to do, why would they knock down their crime scene that they could literally resort back to and,
What do you mean? They don't need the crime scene to figure out whose blood was at the crime scene because they already have their blood samples.
Yeah, but I'm saying it would help if you went to prosecute 3 other people. Is my point.
They're not going to prosecute anybody. That's the point. He's the only one going to jail for this, and it's bullshit.
So that's what I'm saying.
He wasn't the only one there.
Yes, but they don't give a fuck about finding out who else was there and why. In every other case, they charge this person, that person, this is this getaway driver, that getaway. Why in this case are they just content with Brian?
That's right. Hold up.
It's crazy. What's up?
That's the right one. I went on district court too, but I can't find any like recent.
Hey, Lisa, calm the fuck down. I talk to him every day on the phone. This is just how he and I talk.
What happened?
I don't have an attitude. This is just how Willie and I talk every day.
Oh no, this is how me and Nanny talk. She's fucking.
Communicate.
Oh my God, he's just trying to ask you a question. She's got such an attitude. Suck my cock.
That's right.
I'll just get my coffee out, you bitch. Oh my God.
Oh man, I see people in the comments say like afterlives are like, I can't believe you talk to. I'm like, Jesus mighty. It's like people don't live in the real world. All they see is just people going live and people, kissing ass.
They don't realize that you're literally like one of my motherfucking homies, and this is just how you and I talk every day.
That's what I'm saying. We just got off the phone like fucking 20 minutes ago talking about shit.
10 fucking minutes ago, I was just on the phone with him. Calm the fuck down, Lisa.
Calm the fuck
Lisa.
down.
Oh my God.
No. Well, listen, if people just listened to us that didn't know us, they would really think it was bad. But we just literally communicate this way around here. It's just.
But here's my thing though with you, Annie. You're saying, okay, he's involved, this, that, and the third. Was he in there stabbing people?
I mean, I couldn't tell you. He says he was, so.
I know. I'm just, I just don't know how he doesn't track shit anywhere. Like that is but yet he leaves all this behind and does the stupidest shit, but yet he's the best at not leaving a trait. It just, he can't be two things at once. And that's where that doesn't make sense to me.
There's no way.
Even Bill Thompson saying there's multiple people.
There has to be. Why wouldn't the other three run out of the house? There has to be more people there holding them back. If you hear somebody getting stabbed upstairs, you're going to run out the window, jump out. You're going to do something, right? Unless they can't.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? That doesn't make sense. Why would they
just? So you know, there's more than one person involved because the state took 4 alternate suspects, took their DNA, and compared it not only to DNA recovered from the back of the sheet that was mixed in with victim DNA, but also from multiple crime scene samples that were collected that are also male DNA. So if you were able to clear 4 alternate suspects via their DNA from all of these crime scene samples, including the blood mixed with victim blood on the back of the sheet, that was a 3-person mixed sample on the back of the sheet. They extracted a male profile from that sample. It's not Kohberger's, and it's not the 4 alternate suspects that the defense was claiming either. So this is how you know there's more than one male, because they have another man's blood in this crime scene, and they know it's not Kohberger's and it's not Ethan's.
So fucked up.
And it's not the 4 alts, allegedly, either.
But it's somebody's.
It's so fucked up.
It is so fucked up.
Yep.
Well, the most fucked up part about it is the lengths that they went to build this, Fugazi tree to find out it was Brian somehow, but yet they can't just go an extra, skip to figure out who the fuck the blood is. That's just wild in my opinion.
Well, I guess my thing is why didn't if the state was going to go to Othram with this single source male profile that they got from the Inside Button Snap, why wouldn't they also give Othram the male profile extracted from the mixed sample from the back of the sheet? Why wouldn't you ask Othram to build a tree for both?
Yeah, all of them. Fuck it. Like I said, if you really care about these kids and you really, care about these families that are on your ass that want answers, this is the best you do. There has to be a reason why you do it this way.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the right site?
I don't know if it's going to be there. I'm not sure. I thought it would. I thought it would be with like Latal. Sorry, I hit my vape a little too hard for him. Sorry.
Because I watched what's his name's report. I don't know if he had, and he never puts the link of shit because he's a fucking gatekeeper. I figured we'd be
I
able
mean,
to
I
find
would
it.
imagine it. I'm not at home in front of my computer. I would imagine it would be on the Latah County Courthouse's website. But
Like,
go to Latah County Courthouse website, honey.
Yeah, I have it, but like the last public release they say is like I might be in the wrong thing now. Hold on.
Try it that way, and then we'll get into it because I know you're pissed off, Krista, about Hunter.
Oh God, fucking motherfucker! I'm gonna jump on TV. Ugh, because he lied 3 motherfucking times. He lied. It's not. He lies. He just lies.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's amazing how much rope this kid gets, but yet if Brian would have done a tenth of what he's
It's craziest thing.
You know what I think is probably the most important thing out of all that's why I haven't been covering the body cams and stuff. It's just whatever, because I know they're all lying, and this is just my personal opinion. I believe that they are all lying, so this is why I'm not covering the body cams. I'm not watching them. I understand they're all lying. The most important one for me is Jack D. And the reason why I think Jack D's interview is so crucial is because Jack D is claiming that when he got up at approximately 11:30 a.m. and looked out the window, there were already cops there. There's already a commotion happening. And I'm not exactly sure how police are already there if the 911 call didn't happen till 11:56. I don't know how Jack D is waking up at approximately 11:30 a.m. And according to him, there's already police outside of the King Road house.
Well, that would explain the police chatter in the 911 call that we hear 5-6 different times, which they go.
He also says that Kaylee's car was her loaner from the dealership, not the car she bought. He's under the impression that's the loaner, while the car she bought is being fixed.
For the report on.
Yeah, I told her, I think. Yeah, I don't think that's it, though. That's Latah County, but...
What is that? No. Latah County... Let me try to find it. Let's see if I can send it to you.
So I guess my thing is it would appear, right, that Kaylee's parents are under an impression of one thing that's happening, which is she's moving, she's leaving, etc. Allegedly, the Rover is the car she bought, but for some reason, Jack is under the impression that's not the car she bought. That's just the loaner. Well, and then Bethany's under the impression Kaylee's not leaving at all, even though she's telling Jack and her family she is.
Well, remember she had like the engine light came on and she had to return it for I think she had to return it so they could fix it, and then they give her this one and the drive. I guess that's what he means by loaner.
Right, but that's kind of the point I'm getting at. So Jack is under the impression that this Range Rover that she is driving for the weekend is the loaner car that's been given to her, because her car that she got, the check engine light came on immediately and the dealership took it back. So, I mean, I'm just throwing it out there that it would appear, for whatever reason, she's got her family thinking one thing, Bethany, Dylan, and everybody else in the house think another. She's deciding to stay, but yet everybody else is under the impression she's leaving.
That is kind of fucked up, because that's like all the people that are closest to her think something different.
And out of all of the people who had belongings collected out of the house by the police, she had 25 boxes, plus suitcases and totes. Everybody else had like 7 boxes, 9 boxes. I don't understand how if you're moved out and you've been moved out for weeks, you have 25 boxes of stuff still there.
That's weird. It's weird. The whole thing with her family, like you said, they all think different things. I wonder if she just was going to move with somebody that she didn't want anybody to know about, so she didn't tell anybody everything. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, one person's under the impression she's going to be living with a male roommate in Texas. Another's under the impression she's living with a female. It's just super strange.
Yeah. I wonder if she had a diary or something, or or not a diary, but what was in her. Well, I guess we'll never see what was in her phone.
There just seems to be no clear, concise, not only for Kaylee, but for Ethan and Xana as well. We have no clear timeline of when these two arrived home. Not once in any of these interviews are Dylan and Bethany ever talking about, well, yeah, Ethan and Xana got home, 20 minutes after Kaylee, and nothing. Even at 3:30 in the morning when Bethany's claiming she's going to bed, Dylan is claiming at 4 when she went to bed and allegedly fell asleep. They were still not there.
And then how do they not know? Like when they're outside, they're acting like they don't know that they're upstairs. They don't know if Maddie and Kaylee were even there, but they do know that.
Dylan goes even further to say that she is sure that Ethan and Xana were not home because their door was wide open and the light was off and no one was in there.
What the fuck?
Okay, and she's saying this, talking about after Maddie and Kaylee get home, after they've already gone up to Kaylee's room. Mm-hmm. Bethany's talking about going with Maddie to take Murphy out.
I thought that was bad chat. I put in bad chat there. I think that's. I mean, that's. I just looked for almost a couple minutes, and that's the site I found. Maybe Annie can.
This is the
there just seems to. I don't know. It's just bugging me. There's no clear, concise timeline for Ethan and Xana. Right up until 4 a.m. when shit is popping off, we still don't have a concise. When did Ethan and Xana get in the house?
Yeah, but we know somebody's using their phones to post shit, order stuff, yada yada.
New contact added in the answer. Yeah, the new contact. Yeah, and the thing with Hunter too. Hunter, he lies about he walked in the house. He did this. He literally says that he went and saw them. Then he goes and gets a knife and goes and checks their closet. Why are you not telling? And then you
but
say.
Why? But
if you're checking.
Why aren't you bringing a knife over once you get the phone call that people are possibly dead in the house and somebody's still in the house, and that's why you're getting called over because you're the protector now? Why are you waiting until you're in the house to go grab a knife? Is my question.
And why are they saying?
Okay, listen. If you're let's just put ourselves in the same perspective here. You are. Even your own self, you get home, you think maybe someone might be in your house, right? Most people are probably going to be terrified to even walk into their own house. True. They're just going to call 911 and they're not going to take the risk. Then you have other people like you and I, for example, Willie, who are literally crazy and We'll confront you. We'll sweep our own house to look for you. We're hoping we find you in a closet somewhere. It's gonna make our fucking day, literally. There's people like us. So if you're Hunter Johnson, you've been called over, you decide you're gonna be alpha, you're gonna go search for this perpetrator across 3 floors of this home. Why is it that you only checked Xana's closet and nowhere else?
Right. Exactly. He's a fucking liar. He's a fucking liar.
And why aren't
he makes it a point to say he didn't go into any of the other rooms other than the kitchen to get the knife and Ethan and Xana's room, but he's also saying he grabbed the knife because he's checking for a perpetrator.
I know.
But why isn't he screaming on the 911 call that his best friend's nearly decapitated?
Bro, not even that. If you're checking for a perpetrator, you arm yourself, you kick in every door, you start saying like, hey, motherfucker, we're going to find you.
Exactly. Yep. And why are you only going one closet? Like, did you think they'd be hiding somewhere else?
Did you know where to go? Yeah. Like, why not go up to the second floor where you are being told they're not answering either?
He's also guiding the police officers, not saying a goddamn word, that there's sliced people in the house, and with a knife in his hand, in his pocket, it looks like, actually.
Again, all that's irrelevant to me because we know that the 911 call is all, like that was all set up. We already know that, and Hippler, thank you, Hippler, for telling us that basically those events already happened. It happened twice.
Yeah, and he's trying to stick to
first time it happened, and then the second time it was basically like a repeat so they can call 911 and get everything on
Mr.
tape
Giggles.
that they were, Mr. I'm going in the house now. I'm going to check now. They're just seeing this now. Bullshit. You saw it all numerous times.
He's literally a knife wielding man.
I've never cleared a house where I only check one room.
Fuck no. No. I have weapons everywhere.
That's the thing. He didn't even. How could he say he cleared Xana's room when he didn't mention Ethan?
No, he
Did
said
he not see
Ethan?
dead.
I know.
I think he's dead. I checked his pulse. I think he's dead. What do you mean? There's
I thought
blood
they were
everywhere, motherfucker.
I thought they were friends.
Best friends.
And none of them mention blood. Every 911 call I've heard of people getting stabbed and shit, they're always saying there's blood everywhere. Even if there's not too much blood, there's always like, as soon as somebody sees blood, they mention it. But here, we get no mention of it, and we just hear unconscious person. How can that even come through as a possibility when the dude is standing in blood, taking somebody's pulse?
And she's unrecognizable. Come on, she's
Are you kidding me?
Motherfuckers.
Are you kidding me?
And then his brother and sister walk up, and they're all just like, do. We're just hanging outside. Like, your dead brother's inside.
There's just so many inconsistencies. Yeah, there's just too many inconsistencies for me to overlook and just be like, oh, okay, cool. Y'all take this at face value. Bullshit.
And then did you have the defibrillator? We didn't hear that at all.
But we're the bad people for doing that because we just don't go along with what they tell us.
The sheath too. Like, I don't.
Where the fuck is the sheath? Yeah, where's a picture of it? Where's anything of it?
Are they gonna redact
Not
that?
at all. Hey, did you guys get an email or something? I don't know if you guys had a membership or not, but did you guys get an email or something about like my membership is being paused or something?
Yes. I thought you. I literally, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, are you leaving us?
Maybe what I try to do is because I tried to make it all like one instead of having two different tiers. I just wanted to have like just one tier because I hate all that. I just didn't know what I was doing when I set it up, and maybe I did something and pressed something, but I don't know. I don't know what the hell I did.
We're good now though.
But yeah, but a couple people told. Okay, cool. But a couple people told me that, and I was like, "What the? I'm telling you, YouTube's been trying to like anything they can because." I'm not, if I was talking like, what's his name? The drunk chicken, they'd love me. YouTube would love me. Love me.
Turkey. Dude.
I can't, I'm telling you, I have a really good feeling because I just spoke to, I'm not going to say her name on here, but I have a really good feeling that we're going to be hearing from, I'm going to say within the next 30 days, we'll be hearing from Mr. Michael Koberger.
Good. Exactly. 4 dead bodies. Exactly. It's crazy. Like, I don't understand, Allie. Like, when you watch the crime, when you watch it, you're like, it doesn't seem like there's 4 slain people inside. Everybody's just standing out, hanging out. I mean, the cops get a little like weird.
And I'm telling you right now, is there any way, Annie? Because I think you don't know what I just said, Krista. Is there any way, Annie, that if I were to have Michael on here and yada, is there any way to protect this? That live, that episode, whatever the hell you want to call it, to where, news, like news outlets can't just crop shit from it and try to twist it and yada, yada, yada.
Membership only, put your stamp on it.
Well, but they'll still get a hold of it somehow.
Make it private.
Yeah, and then if they do.
I don't want to do membership only because I want this to get, because the whole premise is him responding is because he wants to get he wants his version, his voice to be heard to as many people as possible. Again, if he's telling random people in stores, right, he should have no problem coming out and so I'm not gonna reduce it down to just I don't know how many members I have because I don't really check too much, but I want it for everybody to see because some people can't afford memberships and I just find it's not fair to them.
You can just block certain block news people. I don't think you can stop them from. People probably send it to them, but like I think you could just try to block all the main ones. But I don't think they're allowed to take your content and use it. Yeah,
but there's haters that'll be like sending it and be like, look, yada yada, and then I'll try to spin it and stuff. And I just don't want that. I just don't want his dad getting any negative anything from coming up here, and that's my biggest fear.
Probably, I know, but we probably can't stop that.
Put your own mark on it. I'll do what I can to make sure that, like, even if they play it to look stupid.
Yeah, have it like your watermark running across.
Exactly. That's my whole thing, Paco. I'd rather not have him on here than have him on here and not be safe. So like, even if there's a possibility that like it could go wrong, I'd rather just have I'd rather just have a private relationship with him, conversations with him, and then just kind of, reveal what he wants me to and yada yada. But again, I'm just glad to hear that he's not complacent with what's going on like us, which gives me hope that we're doing the right thing here and we're all preaching the right thing here.
That's why I said, like, you would trust his judgment.
This is his father we're talking about.
Nope. I mean, honestly, like, I hope that makes me excited a little bit, because I hope that he has a little bit of like hope or something. You know what I mean?
Well, he does, and that's why, like, but here's the thing, right? He was in high spirits before, this plea deal, and now looks like he's a different person, and he's literally like crying to people in CVS that his son's innocent, and I just picturing that, knowing how much of just hearing from Rich talk about how like he seems like he's like my dad, like a blue collar, hardworking, goofy type of guy. Rich said he'd always order him pizzas and stuff on the weekends, and they'd all play video games, and he'd be like, messing around with them, yada yada. Yeah, his dad was a good guy. Like his dad was a janitor at the school, so everybody knew his dad.
That's what I mean.
You understand? We didn't know it was his dad, but now now we know it's his dad. Like it's just sad. So I put in there again. It's about a 5 to 6 paragraph letter. I put all of us in there about how we are all behind him, and it's not just thousands of people, like tens of thousands of people. Where if everybody came together and put their differences aside, where just these stupid little drama, just everybody, even people with the same cause, getting spats over the stupid shit. If we all band together and had all our viewers, like focus on the same thing, we could, maybe get something done. But the problem is everybody gets distracted by some stupid drama, and they don't like that channel, they don't like this channel. Where it shouldn't be like that. It should just be like, let's all, get something done. Hey, Suzanne.
Yeah.
So hopefully, that happens, because that's really, if Ann's not going to, if his defense is fighting right now to have shit sealed, then it doesn't seem like we can rely on Ann to fucking come out and tell us anything. Any comment? Can you tell me, Annie, and don't be afraid, Annie, can you tell me what you told me a few days ago about why you believe Ann is fighting to have stuff sealed?
Because they know he's guilty.
Okay.
What is she trying to seal? Like, is that because she thinks, like, I would think they're trying to preserve it, you know what I mean? If they're going to do something else, but she's also not
preserve shit. So, like, here's how I look at it, right? It can be that, yes, his rights were violated, and he's also guilty. And there's also other people involved that they didn't bother to pursue.
Well, that's not our fault that this guy's
that's
a
the fucked
fucking
up thing.
idiot.
Like, how do you have all that and I don't know.
That's just how I feel about it. I truly feel that it is what it is. Like, I don't know what happened, what changed it. I'm not sure. There's something. That's just my opinion.
I mean, I still feel like
I think they fucked up and they know it.
Right.
Yeah, but like I asked you, what you figure at the point where a judge is on camera, and this is literally this is her. I mean, she is private now, but this is her moment to like make a name for herself. She's saying her client's innocent, yet he stabbed 4 people. Okay, cool. Which we're all thinking, all right, she's gonna come with some bombshells, and he's taking a fucking plea deal. I can't compute. So yeah, like you said, something must have came out, but where is it?
I mean, I don't know. All I know is that it would appear, just in my opinion, I mean, he has to take the fall for all of it because whoever, maybe the other person involved is deceased. Maybe they didn't bother to pursue any of the other DNA. They only went with what was on the button snap. We don't even know. Does Othram even know that there was at least 3 to 4 other male blood collected?
Well, I don't want to sound like a 5-year-old, but that's not fair.
Agreed. I'm not saying it is. Of course, I agree.
You know what I mean? Especially when you pick something that's naked to the human eye rather than blood.
Agreed.
Like, what the fuck? What's up, bad sheet?
Oh, 100%. I'm not fucking saying that it's fair or like this is what I've been bitching about for the last couple of my lives. It's like, it's not justice. Like, if you're Othram and now you know that all this public information is coming out and you can see that the state themselves is conceding they had 3 to 4 other male DNAs, right? Yeah. Like, they're not even arguing that. There's multiple other men whose blood or some form of their DNA that's like either on a victim, mixed with victim DNA, somewhere pertinent to the crime scene and the crime. It would appear that once they had his name, they did not bother with any of the rest of it, which is not, in my opinion, that's not justice. In my opinion, true justice is all parties involved are held accountable, and you charge them accordingly.
And full transparency. I mean, just think about how many documentaries you've watched where, everything just went like it was supposed to. And 10 times out of 10 it does. But
believe me, I'm fully aware their entire case is circumstantial. We all know that. Nobody's disputing that it was an entirely circumstantial case. Not even the state disputes that. The point is that he himself,
but the state doesn't dispute
it. Is saying that it's him and it's just him, and he's a fucking liar. He knows he's lying.
But that's bullshit because
they're lying.
Because Bill came on and said that he's not opposed to the fact that there could have been multiple people.
Right. I just look at it as they're all fucking liars, including Brian Koberger. We all know he's lying too. He's lying when he says, "Yep, it was just me and I did it in fucking 90 seconds." Fuck off, Brian. No, you didn't.
Is he that afraid to rat on the people that he could have been with?
Listen, remember in the very beginning, the first thing I said, you yelled, very, 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 when I first came on the scene, I said, if there's somebody else involved, why would he even do that? Why would he say that? Because if he says that, then they're all going to get fucking busted. If he says nothing and look, nobody's going to believe he just did it by himself, they'll think he's not guilty. If he rats on his people, then they're all in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Then they're definitely caught. But that was before he pleaded guilty to all this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And think about it though, like, all these other cases and shit where like stuff happens and all of a sudden the same day, same hour, sometimes same 15 minutes, they have camera footage out, they have body cam footage out, they have this out, they have that out. Here we had to wait years and years to get shit out. It's ridiculous. Get down. Can you please stop?
And yet you'll go on like the body worn, there's like the one channel, every world.
Get over here.
All body cam. Every freaking crime scene, there's a body cam channel, there's an interrogation channel, and like when they're first on the scene, nothing looks like what we are watching. Like there's nothing's redacted, just their names maybe. But it's like these are crime scenes with murders too, and they're showing us more than what we see with this. Because think about it, this is just another crime to everybody else in the world too. Not to us, we're looking at the documents. So like if they're going on a body worn camera channel, they would see this, they're like, what the fuck is this? Like, how come this is different than all the other ones? It's nothing like, I can understand their names and phone numbers and all that crap, but like, I don't even have to see the actual bodies. I want to give us a little outline that you give the room, and then just put like a little stick figure of what it looks like. I don't know. Like, where were they sitting? Where are the injuries?
That's what he needed. That's what he needed from the begining. Spicy chicken nuggets. I've been saying I know everybody was on board because Ann, I guess, was the best public defender in the country or whatever, and yada yada yada. But I still think that you want a paid attorney that has no connections to any of these people, that don't pass them in the grocery store, that don't sit down maybe 3 tables away from them when they go out for date night. You know, that's the lawyer I want. Where's Dago?
I just don't. Listen.
I think Dago was live, like I think yesterday or something, but he might be sleeping.
You can't. The way that look, he himself is lying.
Mm-hmm.
He knows it wasn't just him. The state knows it wasn't just him. The crime scene technicians collecting the other men's blood. The lab technicians notifying the state that this is other male DNA not matching with the fucking DNA from the sheath. The blood on the back of the sheet mixed with victim DNA does not match Kohberger. They have known this from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So,
like,
regardless of the reason that Mr. Kohberger feels the need to perpetuate the lie and say, yep, it was just me alone, 90 seconds, didn't leave a trace, etc. Yep. He is asserting that everything the state says is true.
I know.
That's crazy to me.
But then that's what was the whole premise of my last live, was then the state's coming out gloating on camera to news outlets saying we basically had nothing and could have been multiple people and this, that, basically asking to be investigated so somebody could figure out what actually happened here to these kids, which I hope happens at some point, but probably very not likely.
I just don't understand how you...
Right? If that's the case, then they would figure out what actually happened to Abby and Libby.
But your job and your duty as the state prosecutor, especially when you have people like Jeff Nye and Josh Hurwitz and all of these people getting involved, they're pulling in fucking attorney general, U.S. state attorney, okay? They're pulling in every asset for this case that they could possibly have, okay? And for whatever reason, even though they know it is absolutely their obligation and their duty to charge all parties involved accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
They aren't. And that is the only real thing. Honestly, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, but that is the thing. These families kind of all need to band together and demand, because their own lab reports, documentation pertaining to the DNA and the forensics in this case dictate multiple perpetrators.
This is sick. Do the parents, like, how do the parents be okay with this? How the fuck do you be okay with knowing this information? You know what I mean? Like,
I wouldn't be able to.
Right, exactly.
The parents haven't been okay with a lot. Like, the house coming down, they tried fighting the university. They never,
Well, they're selling their souls. One of them selling their soul to Outram, basically.
I'm just looking at it purely from like a literal forensic and legal standpoint.
Right.
You are charged as the state prosecutor. It is your job, your duty, your obligation. It's what the taxpayers pay you to do. You charge all parties involved accordingly. No matter who it's going to hurt, who it's going to embarrass, whatever the story may be. You cannot have it that there are other people walking around out there involved in this kind of horrific type of crime.
But they are.
We're not talking like, to me, it's different. It would be so different if someone just walked in and like shot up the place. This is multiple males attacking 4 people with knives.
And we
so, and a couple of them got beatings.
50 times. Stabbed somebody 50 fucking times.
Yeah.
Are not going to just stay in their fucking rooms and listen to it and not run out the door. I can't spell, sorry.
I look at it too as like, if people are being beaten to the point of disfiguration, things like that. I mean, can we just? I'm not I'm only going by what's in their own stuff, and their own stuff dictates.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm not buying it. You know, their whole camera thing, like, oh, here's Brian entering, here's Brian leaving. 3 minutes, really? I was giving them at least 6 and being nice, and everybody was laughing at me giving them 6 minutes. When in reality, it's actually 90 seconds. Get the fuck. He's not that dude. I knew this. I knew this dude. He's not that dude.
He's not going to go gadget arms either.
I could have pushed Brian over with, you know, in high school with a little shove. Like, he's not that dude that's just gonna go in and just start John Wick and kicking people across the room. Like, you know, especially if he has this condition and shit that, you know, they later find out about. Like, come on.
He's go gadget arms. He's holding all the other ones down while he's murdering one. You know what I'm saying? That's what they say.
That's been my whole problem. Is if everybody was really awake, then what's the other one doing while one's being attacked? Just not screaming.
No, they're not running.
Right, but
running for their lives, calling 911, screaming, running. Or
Dylan's sitting down there at the bottom of the steps, like,
nothing happened.
Is the dog getting a little out of hand up there? Like, what?
No, right? That dog was barking like a
maniac. But didn't Bill Thompson at like the sentencing hearing or something say that the state is not alleging that he went there with the intention to commit the 4 homicides, but that was the result of why he went there, and he was charged with felony burglary? So I'm just kind of throwing it out there that if you are Brian, you're under the impression that you're just going to like rob a place. Yeah. And I'm not saying that's, you know, this is just hypothetical. I understand they charged him with burglary because they're claiming he entered the home to commit the homicides, right? The problem is the state themselves says they're not asserting he went there with the intention to commit 4 homicides. So Bill Thompson himself said that. So if the intent is not to commit the 4 homicides, but the intent is to commit a burglary, and then the people you're with, shit went off the rails and 4 homicides occurred.
Got it.
But nothing was stolen.
Right, what got stolen?
Well, obviously nothing's going to be stolen after that. If you say, I mean, if all of a sudden people are getting fucking stabbed.
I guess I'm just saying that, you know, he has 8 hours to go do a little turnaround and realize, oh, cops aren't even in there yet. Let me run back in and get what I need to get.
I mean,
look, it's important
to go in and take 4 lives over. You know, I don't know what they would have had in that house, but somebody had $100,000 in their bank account for a reason. So,
I think honestly the vents either had cameras in them or money or something, or there, because why the fuck are you looking in there? Like, you have Hunter Johnson, we could put him at the scene for 2 days, his phone, and then you could put his DNA on a knife. But he's not getting anything, and he's also looking like Chris Watson shit as the cops are walking through the house. He's like controlling the situation at first, and then he literally can put him in the house. You can, you know, you have people lying about what they saw. But Brian Koberger's not even, you can't even put him near the scene, and he's getting charged. And, like, these people are lying. Like, we know what happens if you watch the first.
What's up, Leslie?
They're not dumb. Detectives will ask you the same question.
Well, I think the comment section is, like, crashing out because they think I'm saying that, like, you know, what the state is asserting is true, or what Brian is saying is true. The fact of the matter is, I'm not the one saying anything.
I just read the last 10 chats. What are you talking about? Who said that?
People are like, it's just the way that they're like, I don't think he did it. I don't think he's involved at all. So he held the dog outside while he also took their lives. I mean, I'm not saying any of that. What I'm saying is that he is also lying because he is the one. Crazy. Right? He's the one who is saying in court, when being asked all of these questions by Judge Hippler, you understand that what you're saying, right? You're pleading guilty to this, and this, and you understand why. You understand that this means you're saying everything the state says is true. He says, yes. What am I supposed to do?
I know.
This dude has said He pled guilty. He said he went there with the intent to commit a crime, to commit a felony. He's saying it's him. But he's also lying because the forensic evidence at the crime scene shows it's more than just him.
Yeah. I think they mean that, like, I think they, you know what I mean? They think that you are being, like, not rhetorical. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Suzanne, sorry about that. I don't know. I'm gonna reach out to YouTube and give me shit for that because I don't know what the hell. I didn't do nothing except just, you know.
Really, I think it's super chat.
Yeah. What is that? No, it just pisses me off why they mess with that because that shows me you can't do super chats.
No. Yes. Can you guys do them?
Really?
Yeah.
But you can get a membership.
I have my membership.
Yeah, I'm telling you, YouTube's trying to shut. They're trying to shut me up.
Am I like? No, I'm on the right thing.
And you can't
don't be.
And you can't send a
don't
super
be
chat.
hating.
No.
What I was saying is that I
getting
think that
that's
he
crazy.
is saying he's guilty, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if he is saying he is guilty, I'm going to take his word for it. He's saying he did it. But I also know he's lying because the forensic evidence dictates there's other men's blood that is not his.
But it also says he's not there. It doesn't even put him there either, so he's lying about that if he says he's there, you know?
So the fact that he is saying, yes, it was me, but he also is standing silent and won't talk or give up any, the state isn't even interested in asking him.
Right, they don't care.
Who were you with? They don't even want to ask him.
Yeah. They don't even want him to, they don't want to know how he did it, where did he put the weapon.
Yeah.
They don't want to know that.
Like the state says, even if we talk to him, we wouldn't believe anything he says anyway because he's a liar. That's the state's reason why they didn't ask him to allocute.
But also, he's a liar. Then why do you believe him when he says he's guilty? Right? Like, well, he also says he's guilty, state, so he's a fucking liar. You know, you want to believe him then.
If he is guilty, he needs to literally, I don't care, like flip on whoever you were with.
I feel like he thinks he's going to.
Can you check it now? Can you check it now, Krista?
Yeah.
Yo, I swear to God, YouTube went in and just themselves turned off my supers.
They're off.
And that is insane.
Can you guys do it? They can't do it either, yeah.
What the?
You went into your studio and tried to fix it, or tried to? I don't think.
I tried. I just want to make sure that you
Why
can see
did you do that?
I'm scared.
I have no idea. That's kind of scary that they can.
My memberships and stuff free, and I can't.
What the fuck is this now? Disregard this new to StreamYard thing. Fuck StreamYard.
Can you guys see do you guys see gift memberships? Because I can't even see that either.
That's crazy.
I mean, hey, I'm all for if Brian is 100% innocent and somehow down the road they are able to prove that beyond a reasonable doubt. They're able to identify who this other blood belongs to, etc. Right? That would be fantastic. That would be absolutely fantastic. The problem is that it's so much harder. Look, it's always been my opinion. They should have just went to trial because no matter what, at least with trial, you have automatic appeal, you know. They totally gave up. They had a 42-day window that they passed.
Mm-hmm.
It would appear they're not.
Do me a favor, Christina, if you can close the stream down real quick and hop back in and see if that changes anything, because I want to see if for real, fuck YouTube. That means like everybody that got a membership that wanted, you know, obviously when you get a membership yourself, you wanted to renew. They fucking cut it off for memberships.
It's back on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm able to send the super chat now. Back on.
Why are they $2.99? What the?
No, I got to do whatever I got to do. I could do it. I'm letting it. Like I'm sending it right now, and I'm changing the amount and everything. Oh, you're talking about your membership. Sorry. The super chats are working. I can't buy your membership though.
Okay, so now it says because it says something, and this new thing now it says something about gifts or whatever, and I was just I don't know what the hell that meant. I saw some stream where people were, which is what I'm used to, because like when I streamed over on a different back back when before Leah was born. I streamed on this like I guess you can call it a dating site, but like 5 sites came together, and they're on my ass hard, Candace. As soon as you start talking against, the the popular narrative, they do what they can. I've learned that from other creators that, especially in the politic realm. Oh, thank you so much, Moon. Mine are working. Moons are working. Cool. All right, so
Good.
we're back up and running.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Susan.
I can't buy memberships though. Why can't I buy memberships?
I appreciate that. I just feel bad for all the people that got memberships that fucking. I wonder if they draw my memberships now. Hold on.
I can't buy them from anybody. Like what the hell? Like what the hell's happening right now? My super chats are good. I can do them, but they're not. Let me put them through. Hold on, maybe
I don't know. The memberships show on my end. So, but I just want to make sure everything's back. That they didn't.
Like I can't buy them.
That they didn't demonetize me or anything, because that's crazy. I never said anything disrespectful about the victims or the victims' families or anything like that. It's just always been about the survivors. Sorry, like these people were in the house with 4 dead bodies for 9 hours, 8 hours. I mean, come on, that's a long time. What's up, Design? Nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Truth does hurt, Paco.
Everything is so fucked in this case that I don't understand. Like how can we unfuck this? Because there's just so many things that are not right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this is everywhere. I don't know. It seems like it's just a lot from one case to another.
I'm gonna, Christina, and I'm gonna be like, what the hell did you guys do? Like,
right.
I'm ticked. You're not going back inside. We made a deal. Go relax. Oh my God.
Did you watch all the stuff, the body cam and the one?
Yeah, I'm like halfway through it all. Like I said, and that's why I was writing to you about, going live tomorrow night and doing like a thing, but then this came out and I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me.
I think we should still do it though, because there's a lot to talk about. Because
here's my problem, right? Now that one family came on and did this, will the other families be like, oh, and come on and do the same? Can this start a chain of events?
I feel like it's fucked up because I think that they're all not, I don't think they'll agree on what happened. And like some families they feel like they don't have the power to speak up with how they disagree with if they disagree.
Yeah, because then they get attacked.
Right. But how are they going to go up against this machine? You have like 2 families that have money and that are like, the narrative, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to work with author and blah, 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 whatever, Stacey, But then the other 2 families don't want this and want to fight this. It's like, I don't know. You're not even like, it's fucked up. I think 2 of the families don't want this, and I think they probably feel the way we do, and I think Steve's probably getting there. But it's like, how are they going to go up against this now? It's just so fucking.
I don't know. Like I said, if I'm a parent, I lost a child, I want the full fucking truth, and I'm not going to sleep ever until I get it. I don't care how it happened, who was involved, whatever. I want the truth.
That's what I understand about Peggy.
Don't just throw one person in jail and tell me, okay, here you go, be happy. Screw that.
Yeah.
This is my kid we're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Imagine.
Where's Cy Ray? Where's Ann Taylor?
I think they're staying quiet because something's going on, but I mean, that's just I don't know like Annie says, we don't know shit, but.
Yeah, but again, and I learned this from somebody, Cy Ray is not going to come out and say Brian Koberger was innocent.
He could say what he found out, though, right? Or what he found with findings and stuff, right?
I don't know because he was because he already like started talking and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. During one of those hearings, he might had to sign something where he can't come out and say anything. I don't know. That might be a possibility. I forget what it's called.
I mean, he probably has a non-disclosure agreement with the defense about certain things. Yeah.
Yeah, and if the defense wasn't shit sealed, then they're probably telling him. I don't know. This is just.
I mean, so far we don't have any like withdrawal of representation or anything from the attorneys. He still has his full defense team. They're gonna have to stay his defense team until Hippler goes through all of these documents that have been sealed. To it is what it is. That
right back. That's a crock of shit. I still can't believe.
I don't think. I mean, I don't remember reading anywhere regarding Cy Ray, even with his affidavit, where he's trying to insinuate that Kohberger is innocent.
What's up, Michelle?
To me, it seemed more Cy Ray was insinuating that the data that Mallory, Special Agent Balance, and the state are relying on is incorrect. That doesn't mean innocent. I don't know how that interprets to innocence, but it was always just my opinion, and I'm under the impression that Cy Ray was not even hired to necessarily prove or disprove if Brian was in this house.
Yeah.
It's to prove or disprove the location of his phone, which I don't know why anyone would assume the phone would be with him at the house.
Oh, well, yeah.
I
mean, that's...
Well...
Why would it... If you're going to turn your phone off, you're probably not bringing it with you either.
Yeah.
So Cy Ray would not have been able to prove Brian's physical location via his device, is the point I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Yeah, which a lot of people fought.
Just like the state can't prove he was in the house via his device by the same data.
Yeah, which again would have went against them because that's reasonable doubt, and it just angers me that this didn't go to trial.
Even with the timing advance report, Ryan. Yes, timing advance report. All the time that timing advance is not going to prove Brian Kohberger's physical body location. It is only going to prove the device. That's it. The approximate location of the device at a specific time. That has nothing to do with Brian Kohberger's physical body.
I don't think. I mean, I know.
And the state would have argued it that way. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, this is the same reason the state couldn't use his phone data to prove they're going off cell tower pings. He connected to a tower that, that services Moscow.
The state,
right?
Listen. If he had paid attorneys, and this went to trial, the state would have been mopped up. But because it went down how it's been going down, I'm telling you, this has been a recipe for exactly what has happened. And I saw it coming, and nobody wanted to believe me because they trusted Ann, loved Ann. Ann's the best. Hail Ann. I didn't get it, but here we are. That's all I know. And if I'm him, I'd be pissed because I put my trust in you, and here I am. I pled guilty, and now I have to crawl my way out somehow and put my trust into the higher courts. It's just, I don't know, it's tough.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, I have some nightmares about, I've had a few that are screwed up about me being, locked away forever, and it's not a good feeling. I just don't know how you make that decision.
Imagine being the people that murdered somebody, another police officer, right? And you know that they're coming to get you one day, and you have to try to sleep at night knowing that you're going to be locked up at any minute, right? You and your and there's 6 of you.
There was one day.
How the fuck do you sleep at night? If you're Jennifer McCabe, or these people probably don't. The people that actually did this probably think.
I don't know how they sleep at night knowing that they did not identify the other men's blood that is mixed with victim DNA on the back of the sheet at the very least.
Yeah, even the
Mhm.
parents knowing that too. Like, how do you sleep knowing that your child's other murderers are out there? Like, what the fuck's wrong with your soul? I don't get it. Like, you have to. That's got to be killing you
Yeah,
inside.
she still advises him, Chad. Okay, his attorney still sat him down at the fucking table and said, "Listen, this is what
This is your best deal.
yeah, yeah."
They had no
Instead of let's fight this at trial, she fucking took this to the prosecutor, and Bill said it on TV that she came to him with this. So,
Yeah.
I think,
Well, here's what's crazy too, because I've always been conflicted, right? I'm like, they should have went to trial, but then at the same time too, that's also why they filed the motion to continue. She alerted the court. The defense is not prepared for trial. You can't force them to be ineffective. He denied their motion. He was going to force them to go to trial, knowing they weren't prepared, knowing they would be ineffective.
yeah, she only had
And
3
then
fucking
now
years.
you're forced into going to the state to say, okay, well, what's the best deal you can give us because we're not fucking ready for trial.
Oh, yeah, sure.
yeah.
She's a lazy ass. It's my opinion. That's why you never, ever, 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 ever trust a
We
fucking
know.
public defender.
But we know that he was smart enough to probably defend his own case because we saw what he was writing about. You know what I mean? So it's not like he's dumb.
Well, he must not be that smart because, like I said, he rode with the public defender instead of leveraging the public, which he could have done. He could have done very easily. All he needed to do is give a couple people the okay, and he could have had some goddamn bangers, and maybe got out of this. But instead, Anne coddled him and said, "We got you. We think you're innocent." Yeah, turned out pretty good. That's my opinion. He made a dumb decision. It is what it is because you can't take it back now. But moving forward, I don't know what he's gonna do. I mean, I don't know what.
Maybe we'll find out when we talk to his dad, like what's going on. More of what's
Well, I'm
going
just saying,
on.
I don't know what his possibilities are from here on out.
Yeah, I think
no
he's
matter.
never out of options. I don't think they said. Like, there's always something. I heard that Anne reached out to the This is what I heard. I don't know if this is true. They reached out to the Innocence Project or something. I heard it somewhere.
What? Who said that?
It's all on YouTube somewhere that she.
Okay, but the judge blocked everything in the Karen, and this is why I don't want to hear it, because I watched many hours of a corrupt trial in Massachusetts. Because I always said there's 3 corrupt trials in my because I don't think every cop's bad, every judge is corrupt, every DA's bad, but I always said there's 3 trials that are, in my opinion, just corrupt as hell. It was Karen Reed, it was Delphi, and it was Idaho. I said this years ago, and Karen Reed got off on her second try. Richard Allen's sitting in a hole somewhere, and I don't think he did it. And Brian pled, and here we are. We have the prosecutors gloating that there could have been more than one person involved.
It's just in our faces, like in our faces.
It just blows my mind.
Yeah, it's like fuck you all. Like fuck what you think for 3 years. Fuck how people it fuck the families. What we told them.
But in this case, now we're gonna. I know you're saying it's just going to be, but it still means they're going to blacken it out. So are they going to, blacken out the bodies and the blood for us not to be able to see the spatter and kind of, that'll piss me off.
Do we know if there were how they redacted all the like when they were talking in the interview and stuff? I want that unredacted.
Hey,
there's no reason to redact what they were doing in certain things. You know what I mean? Like it's like half silent.
What's up, Christy? Yeah. Well, and Anne's been silent too, which angers me. And then they're trying to get stuff sealed. I don't know.
Because listen,
hey,
why would they
thank
would
you so much.
Going to use it. They're probably going to. No, I think it's because they're going to use it for something. Or why would you do that? I'm saying, like,
that doesn't make any sense. They're going to use it for something.
No, an appeal. What do you mean? Like the
I understand, but I've been hearing that for so long.
It's only been like a month or 2, right? I get it. I know what you mean, but I'm just saying.
Listen, nobody has to send anything. So you guys send me 15 cents or 5 cents, and I'd be ecstatic. So trust me, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much, Leslie. 1,000% disagree. It's okay. That's a good thing here is we can disagree and still be friends.
Well, and let's Planet Earth's not a cult. We're all supposed to be here to learn from each other, and we voice our opinions, our perspectives. Like I learn stuff from you, and because I know I'm not always right. My opinions are always like I'm always black and white.
Well, also you got into this case months ago where a lot of us here have been in this case for years, so it's not your
that's
fault.
Why I always ask a lot of questions. I know, and that's why I like
this case. That's why I like when you reach out to me and you're like, "Holy shit!" and you start listing off things. It takes me back to myself. Waking up and just fucking losing my mind over this because of how corrupt it is. Because it is. I mean, you start like losing your mind because of how, you try to convince yourself it's all just a coincidence, but then it's like, no, this all can't be.
No, I have nightmares. I'm not nightmares, but like I wake like this morning at 6 o'clock in the morning. That's why I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "Please wake up!" Like I woke up and I was thinking about John O'Keefe. Like I'm just like, I just can't.
Oh yeah. But well, think about that, right? So that's a Boston police officer that was killed. No matter how he died, right? It's still a Boston police officer that was killed, and they don't give two shits about solving how he actually died.
I don't get it. Why aren't and I don't give a fuck about all these people fighting right now and this whole movement and all.
And the reason why is because it will draw eyes to their department and yada yada yada, and they'd rather not that than solve death, which is just sick.
Oh, look what they did to Huddle Boys. Like
hey Doc,
they're still trying to they are still trying to get
to see you.
Crazy shit. They're like fucking wiretapping themselves. It is so fucked right now. I would not want to live there. That's the scariest motherfucking thing to me. There's people that said I wouldn't even call them if my house was on fire now. People in Kent.
Yeah.
That's fucking scary. Like you have kids. Like imagine you have to raise your kids in this town where you have Colin Alberts and people, but then you have people like the whole fucking community that thought that Karen was guilty at first. And if it weren't for like people like us, would never got out.
Yeah. Well, again, I'm just glad. Again, thank God that she got off and she fought. But here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, right? Like in my opinion, if Karen Reed had public defenders, she's not getting off the way she got off.
No, but it makes me mad that there's other.
They're not, because the public defender isn't getting private messages from Higgins, to Alberts, to all this, that, and the third. Exactly. She had loads of money, which is why I said Brian made the wrong decision. Pineapple. Brian made the wrong decision to not leverage the public being in jail and writing, giving his parents the okay to start a GoFundMe or something. As soon as they realized that there's people out here that thought he was innocent, he should have leveraged us. And then people could have just, donated a little bit, and he would have had a fund of probably at least 30, 40,000, at least. And that's at least a start. And then the more and more that came out, the more and more people saw he was innocent, people would have donated, and nobody here can tell me they wouldn't have, because we all would have. So
yeah, but listen, her case cost $1 million. Now she has 7 lawyers because she's suing Boston. That's going to cost money. No, I don't think that anybody would ever be able to afford it. Like what she's doing is wild. These people they're getting on board because they know that she's right, and they're gonna. If she wins money, they win money. But the thing is, the O'Keefes are so look at Natalie Holly, what was her name? The one that was in the Bahamas, and I remember how her mom was a fucking beast and never stopped, right? But you don't have a lot of parents that are like that. Like maybe his parents just don't know how to do this. Like some parents just don't know how to do this stuff, or where to go, or they didn't even want to accept money from us in the beginning.
Yeah.
So not everybody's they don't know how to do that. So maybe he just didn't know what this was about. So
yeah.
It's just crazy.
So you got any more thoughts on this, Annie?
Which part?
Anything.
I mean, I get a lot of thoughts. My brain is stuck on like Othram and all of that shit. It is what it is. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. I want to know why, and I'm never gonna stop talking about it or asking or Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm Othram and maybe I didn't know then, like, I'd be interested to know, was Othram told from the beginning, hey, we have this one sample from the inside button snap, but we also have mixed sample back of sheath with victim DNA. It's male blood, blah, blah, blah. Do you get what I'm saying? Can you build trees for both? Like, and if you didn't know that in the beginning, but now you do, you know, I don't care.
Who's
I'm never going to stop talking about that.
That's what I mean. If I'm a family member, I'd ask them straight up, who the fuck is stopping you right now from marching in there and testing them? Go do it.
If you would have, yeah.
Is there
I think it's even, well, it's even more interesting too that Othram is like giving interviews, trying to make it sound like they cracked the case, but all of the documentation pertaining to IgG contradicts that.
Right.
Yeah. When all they really did was crack one number of a safe instead of cracking all the numbers and doing it the right way. This is how it's just disgusting. And what's even disgusting is you convinced a poor victim's mom to sit there next to you during it and feed into all your bullshit you're saying on national television during CrimeCon. Fuck you, man.
Yeah, that was angry because like they look like two. I'm sorry, I don't want to. They just look like two assholes sitting there. Like, and I feel bad for them. I'm trying not to. Like, I don't know.
Well, it's not. Again, it's not. I don't blame what's her name because she got sucked into this by Othram. But it's a shame that they basically used that to try to like get their brand out there. F off.
It's not even a fucking. And now they're gonna try to do John Bonet. Oh, you're cool. Like now, like you're gonna be like this big old like.
And they only arrested Brian so fast so they could start up. Because here's the thing, right? If you're telling me other people involved that Brian say possibly knows Annie, which fine, then if a proper investigation would have been done, then they would have bugged Brian, they would have followed Brian, yada yada yada, and see if Brian would have led them to the other individuals involved with this instead of arresting him right away, just so you could start up the classes again once the holiday season was over, which is why they fucking did that.
Yeah, you're right.
That they should have done a real investigation, which they didn't do, and in my opinion, that's a fact. But who am I?
Like, you know how we can, request documents and stuff. Like, is there any way to ask questions to Othram? Like, I don't know. Like, do they do that? You know what I mean? Like, is there a way to ask them for interviews or like, because like these are questions that everybody should fucking have, especially the parents. Like, they should be able to like answer those questions somehow, or because we know that Idaho's gonna lie, Ellie's gonna lie to us. So
you might have to come out. I'm not sure what's going on today. You might have to come out and come back in, and maybe that resets it. I'm not sure, but everything should be turned on unless YouTube turned it right back off on me. I'm telling you, as soon as I get off here, I'm gonna be in here like, if you guys are trying to silence me, tell me now because we can fight.
It's off again. That's
little cocksuckers. You became a member anyway. Thank you so much, Suzanne.
That's awesome, yeah.
Welcome, or see now I'm not gonna know who was already here. That sucks. But welcome back to the nation. Man, I can't believe they did that to me. Fuck you, YouTube. I hope you're listening.
I'm the super chat. I've been trying to send a super chat. It's I can see it, but I think it's something on my side. I sent you another thing that catch up.
Welcome to the nation, Malaka.
Yeah, I watched that interview. Redacted doing Redacted. Defense Diaries interviewed David Middleman. It was a really good interview, but I got a lot of questions in for that interview, and it's pretty wild because fact is they actually never got the sheet. They only got a sample, air quote sample from the sheet. We have no idea if that sample that was sent to them actually came from the sheet. I'm super surprised that they didn't want the actual piece of evidence to test rather than a sample.
Right. Because, it proves where it came from. You know what I mean? Like, that sample could have came from his goddamn apartment. You know what I mean? Like, they could be doing everything right. Well,
it's more for me that they're saying, here's why I have a problem with it. Because all of the documentation pertaining to IgG in the case, including the sealed hearing that they had for IGG that we got the transcript for. It's very clear in that transcript for everyone that testified about what Othram did, you know, that they were told to stop their work. And Othram was like, you know, why? Like, it's not complete. They were told to stop their work and hand over everything to the FBI, literally everything. So I'm super confused as to how, if you were told to stop your work and everything you turned over is incomplete, how then did it get back to you and you cracked the case?
That's what I'm saying. Why did it? I thought the FBI gave it to Othram, but they went back.
Suzanne, you're fucking awesome. She said it's the art of confusion.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Suzanne. You're awesome. $20 super chat.
It does seem like,
you know, I'm not like accusing anybody of anything. I'm just trying to figure out how, if on December 10th you're Othram, you're told to stop your work, turn everything over that you're doing to the FBI. When did the FBI get it back to you for you to crack the case?
Yeah, I thought it went from the FBI to Othram, and that was it.
Welcome to the nation, Malaka.
Oh yeah, cool.
No, it wasn't the FBI that gave it to Othram.
Is that a star?
It's Moscow Police Department that Sergeant Dustin Blaker transferred the sample.
I'm too high. I thought it was a star.
Why did they pick Othram? It was because the FBI wasn't involved yet, I guess? Or, like...
No, Sergeant Dustin Blaker transferred the sample from the ISP lab to Othram Labs in Texas. It was flown there.
And then FBI...
And then that's on November 22nd. And then on December 10th, Othram is told to stop their work by the ISP lab, by the state, and the FBI, and told to give it all over. And it was incomplete, according to everything that was testified to.
Right. And then somehow it got back to Othram to stop it. Is what they're saying.
That's what I'm trying to figure out, because what Othram handed over to the FBI was allegedly incomplete, and then somehow Othram miraculously cracked the case. So
yeah,
they are such liars. Like redacted, done, redacted. Oh, that's why he said they're redacted.
But Brian's involved somehow.
Well, here's the thing, right? So if the FBI is using Othram, why do you? This is how you know that it might be nefarious. Because if the FBI uses Othram anyway and already contracts with them, why would the FBI need them to stop their work, turn it all over, just to give it back to them? If they're using them anyway, that doesn't make any sense.
Sketchy.
This isn't the first time they've used, like, Othram. The FBI wasn't always using Othram, right? Because, like, there's only one lab.
They have a contract with Othram. The point that I'm getting at is,
I know.
If you are the FBI and you are already contracting with Othram, and Othram is already doing the work, why would you need them to stop it?
That's what I mean. I know what you mean. But I'm just confused at, like, how does it, the FBI, because there's obviously only one Othram lab, but the FBI is all over the country, so, like, they can't possibly do all the FBI's work. So is it just the FBI in that area? Like, I know what you mean. I get what you're saying too, but I guess my point is like a different point. I'm making a different point that doesn't make any sense to what you're saying. I'm sorry. I'm just confused too now, because, like, you're right. Like, how could they give it? Why would they do that? Because they already use it, right? So maybe they never fucking completed it. The FBI just said hand it over, and we'll just tell everybody. I don't know. Fuck, that's weird. See, we all have different things that we see. Like, we all disagree on what we think would happen, kind of our opinions, right? But we're all sitting here. We all get along, and we're, like, talking it out. And, like, you're saying different perspectives. I'm giving different perspectives. So it's like, that's why this is important to do this, because I have certain things in my brain that I can't stop thinking about. Like, I was
talking to Annie the other day, because, like, you know, we can't stop talking about this case. Like, this case is so fucking corrupt. It's disgusting. Because, like I said, the question on top of your question, Annie, is why? What is the big reason that you don't want to test these blood samples? Whose blood samples are they that you're so scared to release the identity of?
It's just fucking nuts. I think they're all in bed with each other because they have to be. Because not one is going to look at the other and go, "You're corrupt," and not do anything about it. They're all three of them are corrupt in some point. What we're saying, right? Maybe like in my point, so they're all fucking in bed with each other. So that means somebody that they know did this. Like, why would they protect Brian fucking Koberger? Or why would they who would they protect? They're not going to. They didn't protect him. So
But that's why I keep saying, why go with the invisible DNA that you have to jump through hoops to build a tree for to get a name for, instead of just going with this blood that you're so used to running and getting you know what I mean?
Because they probably
for like 2.5 years, we were given the narrative that it was single source male DNA located on the sheet.
Right.
That's a lie.
And who doesn't send the actual item to the lab? Like, why are you sending a pinpoint of DNA at that? Like, I'm telling you, they took it from his apartment. I just think
I'm fine with them sending the fucking sample that they got from the inside button snap. I'm not fine with them not sending the male blood mixed with victim blood on the back of the sheet that doesn't match the sample from the inside button snap.
Exactly.
Why lie about anything? And such a huge lie.
Somebody.
They're not going to just they all have to know how. I don't know what the fuck's happening because they're all or did not one of them go with the other and go, "Oh, you're corrupt, we're not going to do anything about it. Oh, you're corrupt, we're not going to do anything about it." Like, no, like everybody's corrupt because it's critical thinking. We're not even fucking investigators, and we're like, what the fuck? Like, you're fucked, and you're fucked, but neither one of you are doing anything about it. And meanwhile, we got 4 murdered people. You have a man going to prison. You got other people that did this with him or without him, or he didn't do it at all. And like everybody's just like, "Oh, he's guilty. That's just he said he's guilty, so that's it." No, because I'm not even a true crime person, and it's making me crazy. Like
Well, here's what's even more interesting to me is that after Othram is told to stop their work approximately December 10th, 2022, according to the filings from the defense in this case, Becca Barlow specifically, because she's handling like the DNA, the IgG stuff. If I remember correctly, I do not have these documents in front of me, but if I remember correctly, she is speaking about how after this occurs is when you have this sample, Q11 allegedly, the sheet sample, being uploaded to a lab, to a database that law enforcement is technically barred from accessing.
Oh, wow.
And this whoever SC person is could see their match the next day. This is after they're told to stop their work. A database that law enforcement is barred from is allegedly being accessed, and whoever SC is could see their match. That means that you could mark it as SC. It could mean skin cell. It could mean a million different things because you can label them anything. The point is that it's a consumer database that doesn't allow law enforcement to access it, meaning law enforcement can't even upload a law enforcement kit.
Exactly that.
So they had to access this database, technically like backdoor it, but somehow they could see a match the next day, and then the profile was removed from the database.
Well, how about the fucking fact that Stacy, she told the lady told Stacy Chapin they had within 5 days they know exactly who it was. Well, you didn't even have a completed sample by then. 4 days before Thanksgiving, which is a couple of days after it happened. So how are you saying, "Oh, don't worry about it. We know exactly who it is. Shh, don't tell anybody. I told you though." You know what I mean? Have a great Thanksgiving, Stacy. But don't tell anybody. I know the lady actually says this. Like, how did you know that if you didn't even have a completed sample or whatever, a completed thing?
I think it just proves the point that the FBI and law enforcement involved had to backdoor the DNA, and it actually wasn't Othram that cracked it because the FBI said, "Stop your work." And the FBI went into a database they're barred from, uploaded as though they're the user in order to get their match.
Wow. How does Awesome tell somebody that they know who it was? Like, how do they tell?
And it brought them to a very close relative.
Mm.
Do you understand? So either way, whoever
Exactly,
SC
Suzanne.
is, whether
She's
SC is a
hiding.
person or SC was just labeled as skin cells, it could have been that SC was uploaded by law enforcement, labeled skin cell, SC, and then when they got their match, do you get what I'm saying? Like, it could be anything. I initially, when I saw it, just blurted out, like, could SC be Stacey Chapin? And I was totally just laughing and making a joke about it when I was reading it. But, like, wouldn't it be wild if they uploaded it in a database they weren't supposed to, and they are, you know, SC, being the Chapins, already have their DNA in this database, and they could see their match. I mean, I don't know. I was just throwing that out there a long time ago.
And then look what she says.
But the fact is, they did get a match.
Yeah.
Okay. The problem is that they had to violate, technically, the user policies of the third-party database because law enforcement is barred.
Yeah.
So they backdoored it, right? And technically, it's like a constant, you know, it could be like a constitutional violation across the board for anybody in the database.
I would rather them come out now.
Identity they had.
I would rather them just like say, look, we fucked up, and if Brian's guilty, right? Say if they fucked up, say we fucked up. I'm sorry, we violated his rights, but he's guilty. This is how. Just prove it. You know what I mean? At this point, I want to know if he's guilty or not. If you fucked up, great. Just tell us you fucked up, and I'll forgive you. Just like show me how you think he's guilty. Show me what you did to get his guilt. If you're not showing us because you fucked up, then that's okay. Like, you're creating all these weird.
Did we lose her? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
I think we lost Krista. Yeah. Which is all right, because I gotta shut this down a little bit. I just wanted to go live for a little while because it's just, I was just so mad when I saw this. Like, what the fuck, man? Are you kidding me? Because like everything, because again, I just see this as being a chain reaction to other families coming and trying to do the same thing of getting everything redacted, and we're not gonna be able to see nothing, you know. But like I said, tomorrow night, since it's Friday, oh, shit, she left. But tomorrow night, since it's Friday, no problem. I'm going to shut it down anyway here, Kristen, a little bit. I appreciate you coming up and helping me. But yeah, Friday night, I want to do like a live, and you know, I haven't drank, I swear to God, I haven't drank in like 2 or 3, like maybe like 3 months at least. So 3-4 months. And like all it takes is like 3 like little shooters, you know, those little shooters you get, and they're 94 cents down here at the liquor store, and I get like 3 or 4 of them, so $3 or $4 of the 99 apples or 99 peaches or 99 Long Island iced tea, whatever the hell, and I'm wrecked. I'm like, what the fuck? It's crazy how your tolerance. Like,
so that's what you want to do Friday night is drink and go live?
What are you talking about?
Well, my daughter's grandfather is coming to pick up my daughter for the weekend, and they're going to do something. So I'm just gonna be chilling. So I figure, why not?
Let's do it.
See you, Chad. Thanks for stopping by, but yeah, I'm starving. I haven't eaten since like yesterday at 1. I had a shrimp tempura roll, Annie, and I've been messed up. I don't know what's wrong with me. I need to stay away from like stuff that I know is gonna hurt me, but I take a chance anyway.
My brother and my dad eat sushi every fucking day.
No problem, Jim. And I'm so sorry to hear about. I'm so sorry to hear about your kitty.
Well, I hope you guys have an awesome day. It was good talking to you.
Yeah, you too. Thanks for coming up and chilling, yo. I know you said that you were gonna be able to, but I'm glad you made time.
Me too.
Well, I'm spicy as fuck. You know,
I know.
I'm feeling just spicy as fuck for the, but Krista, you don't really know why. I got some shit going on. Like, you know, people are crazy. The world is insane. You know, stay strapped, stay armed, protect yourself.
I'm in Jersey. I'm in fucking Jersey. I can't, but I will. I do it anyway.
Have a good day, Susan.
Fucked up.
And thank you. Yeah. And thank you so much again, Annie, for coming up.
Yeah.
Catch you later. Bye.
All right, homie. Krista, thank you for coming up and pulling up what we could. Let me just see here. Thanks for getting a membership. Moon, thanks for super chat. Susan, thanks for super chat. Leslie, thanks for super chat. Suzanne, thanks for becoming a member and for the $20 super chat. And Charm Free, thanks for becoming a member. Sorry again that YouTube, I don't know, they tried to shut down my super chats and my memberships, but I got them back up and running. So I'm about to be in their ear as soon as I get off here. I'm going right to the studio and the customer service. And I'm gonna be like, "Yo, we gotta talk."
I want them to stop taking 45%.
What are y'all trying to do? Is it because I'm against the grain, you little rats?
See
you, Leslie.
You should do a live. Let's do one tomorrow night. That'd be perfect. Just like set it up now so people know about it and we can share it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Live tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll post it beforehand. And, you know, people aren't doing anything. They can stop by and say what's up. But
we'll post it my live tomorrow so I can put it.
You know? And thank you, all the mods who. I don't know if any are still here. I saw a couple were here. Simply the best was still here. Thank you for keeping the chat in order. And thank you, everybody. If you can on your way out, if you haven't yet, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't, so you can come back and chill. And I'm gonna go get something to eat. And everybody have a good day.
No tempura, okay.
See you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Later.
Text me, homie.
All right. Yep. See you guys.